aviation risk levels have risen during the shutdown.
We have to make decisions to keep people safe.
The long lines, delays, and cancellations caused in large part by labor shortages. While staffing at air traffic control improved on Tuesday, they and TSA officers have now gone more than a month without pay. Travelers left in limbo as frustration goes sky high.
Yo, I've been stuck in Washington, D.C. for like 8 to 9 hours right now.
I don't trust any airports. I don't trust any of this stuff anymore. I have totally lost faith.
Even some flight attendants are encouraging alternative travel plans.
All I'm saying is, from a flight attendant, don't fly. Don't fly. If you can take a train, take a car, do that. Don't fly.
Still, with 31 million Americans expected to fly over Thanksgiving, the race is on to get everyone back on track. How quickly do you anticipate normal operations?
It's going to be really dependent on working with the FAA to ensure that we maintain the safety of the system. You know, with Thanksgiving just around the corner, it is just going to be super important that we're there, able to deliver to our customers.
Yeah, the airlines are saying they think it could take a few days once the government reopens, once the FAA gives the green light, a few days to get back to their normal cadence. By the way, air traffic controllers will get about 70% of their pay within 48 hours of the government reopening, and then about the remaining 30% should come within a week or so. Savannah?
Badly needed. All right, Tom, thank you.
There's some breaking news out of Washington this morning. Democrats in the House releasing several emails from the estate of Jeffrey Epstein that make multiple references to President Trump. NBC's Peter Alexander is live at the White House. Peter, good morning.
Craig, good morning to you. This is just breaking. The late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein alleged that President Trump knew about the girls Epstein was accused of trafficking. That's according to new emails that are among thousands of pages of materials handed over by Epstein's estate in response to a subpoena by congressional investigators. New this morning in the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, President Trump's relationship to the late convicted sex offender back in the spotlight, with emails released just this morning by House Democrats, appearing to show Epstein discussing Mr. Trump, saying in one 2011 email to his associate Ghislaine Maxwell, who's since also been convicted, that dog that hasn't barked is Trump, saying a victim whose name has been redacted, quote, spent hours at my house with him. And in a partially redacted email in 2019 to writer Michael Wolff, Epstein wrote, of course he knew about the girls, as he asked Ghislaine to stop.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years.
After promising to release files related to Epstein during his campaign, the president has more recently dismissed the scandal, despite pressure, including from some within his own party. And new speculation after the release of a drawing signed by Mr. Trump in a birthday book for Epstein. The president has said he had nothing to do with it. President Trump, Epstein, and Maxwell moved in the same circles at one point and have been known to cross paths at the president's Mar-a-Lago club. This summer, President Trump said he broke with Epstein after the financier stole people who worked for him at Mar-a-Lago, including one of Epstein's most prominent accusers, Virginia Roberts Giuffre, who died by suicide in April.
He stole her. And by the way, she had no complaints about us.
After her death, Giuffre's family spoke with NBC News, saying she did not discuss the president with them.
No, that wasn't really a conversation that we had. She was always really good at protecting us from a lot of these things. So no, it wasn't a conversation that we had.
And just in, a spokesperson for House Republicans on the Oversight Committee responded, accusing Democrats of, in their words, carelessly cherry-picking documents to generate clickbait that is not grounded in the facts. Those Republicans also posted on X, claiming that the victim whose name was redacted is Giuffre, noting that she never witnessed wrongdoing. We've reached out to the White House and Maxwell's lawyer haven't heard
Peter
back.
Alexander from the White House. Peter, thank you.
Now to that show of force by the U.S. military, the USS Gerald Ford, the world's largest warship, moving into the Caribbean. President Trump ordering it to the region to assist in operations against alleged Latin American drug cartels. NBC's chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel has made his way to Bogota, Colombia for us. Richard, good morning.
Good morning, Savannah. Venezuela is already reacting. The defense minister announcing that the country is now on high alert, mobilizing 200,000 troops to defend against, quote, imperial threats. This morning, the U.S. is flexing its military might abroad. The USS Gerald Ford, the biggest, most advanced aircraft carrier in the American fleet, now joining at least 8 warships and a nuclear sub already deployed in the waters off Latin America. Far more firepower than what's needed to sink a few alleged drug smuggling boats. In recent weeks, President Trump has authorized nearly 20 attacks on boats, killing at least 76 people. The real target may be Venezuela. President Trump calls its authoritarian president, Nicolas Maduro, a narco-terrorist and says his days are numbered. Mr. Trump has also accused the leader of neighboring Colombia, Gustavo Petro, of being in league with the narcos. I met the chief of Colombia's elite counter-narcotics division. He was emphatic his troops fight drug dealers, but admits they are dangerous, protecting their cocaine crops with landmines and explosive drones.
What is the most effective policies that you're using right now to confront the drug dealers?
Having good intelligence, which we are constantly exchanging with different international agencies, he said. But just hours after we spoke, President Petro posting on X that he's suspending all intelligence cooperation with the United States.
The U.S. military strikes on boats allegedly carrying drugs heading for the United States is having a chilling effect on fishermen here in Colombia.
Fabio Fabriga has been fishing here for years with his 2 sons. I asked him if he feels safe venturing into deep water. It's dangerous. We have to fish by the shore, he said. After 6 hours, these fishermen only brought in a meager haul. Many in this region are now openly wondering if President Trump's ultimate goal is regime change in Venezuela. Savannah?
Richard, thank you very much.